ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Ready to go now. Trey Turner at the plate. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here in Game 4.
First pitch, 6:08.
The shortstop takes the ball. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Freeman takes it himself. One up, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Kyle Schwarber in the box now. No balls and a strike. Glasnow, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. One out, bases empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Line drive. Come on.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Two down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Bryce Harper. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Next offering is in for a strike. Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball one. Glasnow, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Lined, and that's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting 5th, right fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the NLDS. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 2-2 on the way. And that's down and away. JT Realmuto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
They'll bring up JT Realmuto. In the air, right field. Pajes sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab, Christopher Sanchez.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Out to center. Bader should have it. 1 up, 1 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And that one missing low. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. And they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Up the middle, stop. Handles, throws to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Third baseman, Teoscar
And now Teoscar Hernandez. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is downstairs. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Game 4 of the division series. Now it's the DH, Max Kepler. Glass now back to work. Ball one there.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
And that misses. At a count now 2-0. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. 2-1 now. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Sitting off speed there. Timing wasn't quite right on the fastball, even to try to late emergency hack and foul it off. But very quality pitch located. I like that little two-seam arm side run to the outside corner of the plate.
And now Bader up to the plate. There's a strike.
So here's an interesting note on Glass now. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
That's outside. Ball one. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. And now 2-2. Second inning here, no score.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez has it sized up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting ninth, second baseman Bryson
This is Bryson
Stott.
Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
First baseman Freddie
Well, he
Freeman.
gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a strike in there. Off The mark there, and it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Now a fly ball to right center. Bader sizing it up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That one misses. 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. And that's fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That misses, and the count's even at 2. And downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch. And it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's Kike Hernandez. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Throws to first, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And stepping in is the speedy Trey Turner. Bunting for a hit and a foul ball. And that's in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's 0 for 1. And that one almost hit him. Top of the third, no score. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Glass now, ready and deals. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Harper in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
2 out, space is empty. And that one is inside. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Glass now back to work. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 4 of the NLDS. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Phillies strand 1, and we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Call.
Left fielder, Alex Call.
Right through there for a strike. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Call gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Step off throw to first. Call dives back in safely. Strike 2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Ben Workvet steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Clips the corner. 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. And now it's even up. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Goes down looking.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Ohtani in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Next offering is down low. Swings through that one for strike 2. Snap throw to first. Call. Back in on a dive. And it remains 2-2. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 4th, leading off Brandon Marsh. Marsh measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hernandez tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Real Muto batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Pulls that one foul. 4th inning underway, no score. Swing and a bouncer out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. He's in there.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Go ahead run on base. Max Kepler at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball there. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So here's Bader now. That's a little high. And that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Real Muto, the lead runner at second. Kepler over at first with one away. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Double play ball to second. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
So digging in, Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. And that is out of play. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
John
the
Chambi and
Dodgers,
Chris Singleton with you.
shortstop,
And leading off the
Mookie
bottom of the fourth,
Betts.
Mookie Betts. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. And that one moves his feet. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Now batting,
Here's
third
Teoscar
baseman,
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Now a screamer into the outfield, and that's just foul. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able
Now
to come
batting,
through behind in the
first
count right
baseman,
there. Once you get the ball by the
Freddie
pitcher, there's a
Freeman.
lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
This one popped up. Harper. 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 4. We're tied 0-0. Game 4 of the division series. Trey Turner now.
Trey Turner.
Glass now back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
The shortstop takes the ball. Not close with that one. Ball 3. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Popped up. Edman. 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here's Harper now. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Right side, hard hit. Edman slings to first. Harper retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still no score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Inside, almost got him. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So up next, Alex Call. A single his first time. In the air, left field. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Paz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And he grounds one to the right side. Stop. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. The pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman makes a nice running catch. And now Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 80 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia also getting ready. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 4 of the NLDS. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it wasn't ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here comes Real Muto, 1 for 2. That one outside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ben Wertvet. 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one the other way. Turner throws to first in time, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order, and next for LA, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's Mookie to hit. And fouled off.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ohtani leads off first with 1 away. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Turns and fires to Betts. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to third. Boots it. Still finds a way to get off and throw. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Third baseman.
Now, Billy, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
And the batter now, Teoscar Hernandez. Slides, but it gets by him. Everybody's going to be safe.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Ready, Freeman.
It's Freddie Freeman now. Golden opportunity right here. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The Dodgers threatening. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
He can't hang on. Steps on the bag for one. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they rule this one. Tommy Edman at the plate. So right-handed slugger at the plate. Chrissy is surprised that the lefty is still in there.
Extremely. I mean, you've got arms down in the bullpen, and there's somebody down there that can match up, try to get out of this jam.
On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez done for the night, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. This ball's chopped on the ground. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 80.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now batting Max
Leading off
Kepler.
for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Max Kepler.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next pitch misses. 2-2. That one missing inside. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Bader up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate late here in game 4. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Now the batter now, Bryson Stott. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. So the tying run at second. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 in this one. That's ripped into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Number 80 out of the game. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's down and in.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And it is 2-1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
With the tying run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now, Alex Call. And that's in for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, David Robertson getting loose out there. Strom, the lefty, warming up as well. Comes up empty. Line drive, makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Ben Rortvedt.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ben Rortvedt. Just missed. Swing and a foul straight back. And that skips in the dirt. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 3-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie
So
Betts.
man aboard. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Suarez keeping an eye on him.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And there's a strike. Ohtani leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one sliced foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player,
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We're in the top of the 8th. Here comes Bryce Harper. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Call makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Digging in, Alec Bohm, 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in game 4 of the NLDS. Next pitch just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And that one fouled off. with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Tying run at the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Two outs and one in scoring position. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they trail by 1. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Alex Vesia gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Blake Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pinch hitter coming on, Edmundo Sosa. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Just off the outside edge.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. Late swing, fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So digging in, Harrison Bader. Fought off foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And that is out of play. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's downstairs and outside. In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Deep breath. He's ready, and he fires. Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. David Robertson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Third baseman, Teoscar Hernandez.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Strom getting ready to go. Banks getting loose as well. Next offering is down low. Now 1-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's hard hit on the line. Marsh pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Freeman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Robertson, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2-0.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Next offering is in for a strike. You know, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one to first. Harper. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Tommy Edman.
So 2 down now, and here is Tommy Edman. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 8 full here in game 4. The Dodgers need just 3 outs to clinch a win in this division series when we return. New inning getting started, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Trinan back to work. Liner, and this could be trouble. into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's Trey Turner. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second, and that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. He's 2 outs away. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. This guy with light tower power. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate late here in Game 4. Strike 2. And a ground ball to first. Freeman steps on the bag. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And Dave Roberts is out of the dugout, and he's going to pull his closer. Blake Trinan is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Number 86 comes on now.
And
he may only have to face 1 batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
So they're down to their final out. Here is Bryce Harper trying to deliver as the hero. Breaking ball misses down and away. The tying run is 90 feet away. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 1 strike away. Outside. Now 2-2. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And the Dodgers are going to advance. They're through to the National League Championship Series.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.